Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to White Gaming. How are you all doing? So today we are back again with some more Survive the Nights. We have devlog 17 and the experimental patch notes for Alpha 1.4.23, which is the big daddy. This is the Horde Night and the XP update. Now, there's so much stuff to cover on this, on these patch notes and devlog, so we're going to jump right into it. And then on Monday, the usual Survive the Nights time, 7 PM, we're going to have a full video on starting up, getting hordes, and trying to survive the Horde Nights, really, and see how that goes. So, if any of that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and, well, let's get into it. So, hi team. Hi all. The team is hard at work on player found issues and developing the 1.5 patch. We've released the 1.4.23 patch, Alpha 1.5 release candidate, on our experimental branch via Steam. This will be moved to the stable branch if no major issues are found by players. We'll introduce the build on default alongside a new mini trailer and vlog. You can find the patch notes below. So, there's a lot of stuff for the patch notes. It's quite a big one, so I'm going to show you some of the new features in the background as well as we go. I won't be showing all because I'm going to save some bits for Monday, which I want you guys to see. It's going to be quite cool, and I am so excited for it. So, we're going to jump straight in. It's going to be a long one. I'm going to reel off a lot of stuff, so pay attention, sit tight, let's get into it. So, experimental patch notes for the 1.4.23 Alpha 1.5 release candidate update. So, Hordes. Added the Horde system with progressing difficulty. The more Hordes you survive, and the Hordes can be escaped by fleeing. I mean, let's be honest, we're not going to be fleeing any Hordes, are we? We're going to see how hard these guys are, how hard they hit, and how hard we can hit back. Regression issues fixed. Fixed issues that were introduced with the experimental 1.4.22 with the change to using the Steam server list. Password servers now work again. Incompatible servers no longer show as not set, and hidden servers don't show in the list as expected. Now, I don't know if it says anything in here. I've read through it on a quick glance, but I'm pretty sure that I did see in the Discord that all official servers are getting wiped. So basically, everything that I did do to build up and get everything ready was pretty pointless. So yeah, it's a bit of a ball ache, but never mind. Smile and wave. So player leveling. Added base player XP system that will expand upon with the rewards in future updates. Now, what would you guys like to see rewards-wise from that? Let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely interested in maybe clothing, armor, just bits like that. Or there is talks of trade being bought in at some point, so maybe money. That would be very cool. On the Discord there was a chat of what currency would be used, sort of fuel or ammo, things like that. And I think money obviously is the best way to go. It's simple, it's easy, add it in, bish bash bosh, job done. But yeah, let me know what you'd like to see for rewards and any sort of trading system that they would bring in the future. Let me know your ideas on that. I'd really like to see stuff like that. So free place barricades. Added system and all new barricade type fortifications that can be free placed to hold back and damage zombies and other players. So, quality of life. This one is the big daddy. There's a lot on this part, so yeah, we'll get straight into it. However, UI now shows more quickly. That doesn't make sense, but okay. Scrap metal from empty cans recipe now requires 3 scrap metal instead of 9, which is quite good. I like that. That's much better. That's smoother. You haven't got to literally eat everything you own to get 1 bit of scrap metal. And zombies now damage the lowest condition fortification when attacking fortified windows. Fortifying speed sped up slightly between all available tools. Oh my god, thank fuck for that. Oh, that makes me so happy, honestly. Bandage recipe now takes 2 rags instead of 1, but gives 25 health instead of 15, meaning less inventory and crafting time. Overall melee hit detection improvements, especially affecting players with lower FPS. D-battery packaging is now green, so it can be easily distinguished from the AA batteries. Obviously beforehand all the batteries were yellow, now they're in green packaging, which is quite cool. And the stamina drain now vary depending on not only weight, but the type of action. Certain weapons are now much less likely to jam, so revolvers, double barrel variants. Weapon jamming is now spread more fairly based on current condition and doesn't start until condition is lower overall. and weapon wear is now working again. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you'll notice that I've been quite lucky and I've had that bug. So my weapon wear isn't going down, so I haven't got to get all the repair kits. I haven't got to repair the weapons as often as I normally would, which is really nice. So with the weapon wear now working, that might make things a little bit difficult when it comes to the Horde Knight. Because off the bat, it is quite hard to get decent weapons, and especially to get the weapon repair kits. Because you need pliers to make one of them, which is quite hard. Well, Lola and Rouser pistols now do slightly more damage. Bateman accuracy improved when aiming down the sights. And the FRKS shotgun now takes 5 instead of 7 shells. Damn you! The pump action now takes 7 instead of 5. I did like the FRKS though, because you can literally just bang, 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 and not have to worry, which is quite cool. Crafting certain items no longer craft with the higher than their max quantity. Items like nuts and bolts now have higher amounts per box when harvested from appropriate locations. So I'm assuming that's going to be like your hardware stores and things like that. When you head into a hardware store, you'll be getting better loot that's designated to that area. Whereas if you just find nuts and bolts in a random bedroom, you probably wouldn't get as much in the box. Small workbench is now ground placement mode only. Reduced overall weight of log drop. Thank Fook for that. That's going to make things a lot easier. At the moment, the log drops are 40, so hopefully they bring that down, maybe 25 or 30. That'd be quite good. And AA battery harvesting removed in favour of spawning batteries in conventional way. This should help save confusion. Okay, that's quite cool. Nice, nice. Energy drink simplified by only having one variant and making it more effective. More scrap metal can now be extracted on each search. Thank God for that. That was such a ball ache going through cars and things like that, and only getting one for everything that you do, then having to wait for the next day to get more. So it's quite nice that that'll be a lot better. Fixed issue which allow players to get through walls by exiting the pickup seats. Ah, that's cheeky. Fixed intense reflections. Window bars can now be crafted properly. Item condition now correctly syncs when joining near an object that it already has loaded for another player, and now can now consume items from the inventory whilst looking at a cooking surface. Engine access points on all vehicles updated to make it easier to open the UI. It's now possible to inspect while inside of a vehicle. Oh, I could do that anyway. Oh no, actually not inspect the vehicle. Okay, that's cool. So now we can. I don't really use the inspect mode. I haven't really seen much use for it. It's basically you just hold F or tap it. I can't remember which one it is. And instead of bringing up your bar, which shows your stats, it will search the area and find what you can pick up, which is quite cool. Smaller rotation steps when turning items in placement mode. Hotkeys now work while looking at fortifications. Items hover now shows after dropping item whilst looking at it. And your compass settles to position faster. Large items are now slightly further away from the player when in placement mode. And large items in placement mode no longer raise off the ground when looking up. This makes the system feel more fluid when placing items. Replaced searching area functionality with the ability to hold F to keep the inspect menu visible. Okay, so that's not what I was on about by the vehicles. The inspect is searching functionality, not inspect. So yeah, the search functionality, you just hold it and then it will show you around what's nearby. And fixed areas in the police station where it was possible to stand on an invisible collider over staircases. And reduced overall, engine update, reduced overall memory footprint, and game project migrated to Unity 2019. Obviously this update is a little bit later than what it should have been, so I'm hoping that all the issues have been pretty much ironed out. And when we get onto the experimental, I've done a little bit of just wandering around, having a little look at stuff. It's quite cool, definitely loving it. But I haven't got stuck in yet for a good hour or so. So hopefully I'll be able to get some decent stuff going. UI. Quick start guide now animates on and off screen. Added XP and level display that shows when inspecting. Data privacy button now working again in Unity 2019. And added new UI on New Life that gives some backstory and information for new players. Well, that's quite good, because when I remember when I first started, you're literally just thrown in and that's it. Oh, okay, well, craft this, do this, craft this, craft that. Okay, that's cool, but how the hell do I do all of that? And I'm just here randomly. But that's nice now that it gives you a little bit more of a sort of introduction, shall we say. So, AI. Day zombies now aggro slightly easier. Lower scream chance once they spot player. Lower scream chance from annoyance. Unfortified doors and windows now break open faster when being attacked by zombies. Tweaks to zombie behaviour around door frames to spread them out more evenly and have them behave in a more dynamic way. That's good. Instead of having, like, obviously 7 or 8 of them just bundled in on one door, they're obviously going to spread out a little bit more and try and get through windows and stuff as well. Which, that's going to be quite nice. It'll make it a lot easier to attack, make them sort of attack them. And if they're spread out, you know, you haven't got to worry too much when they all come running through that door. They'll take a little bit of time, so you can go and sort of save yourself. Zombies now start attacking the player as they're running towards. This helps zombies feel more fluid. That's good. I like that they're improving things like that very slowly, because I remember when I first started playing, the zombies just felt like they just stood there like stick figures, and then they come up and then suddenly you're hit. But as the game's progressed, that has got a lot better. And now it feels more fluid already, but the more updates they do, the better it keeps getting. I'm in love with this game. It just keeps getting better and better and better. And with this update, I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Slight improvements to zombies bumping the player. Still not 100% fixed. Zombies are overall slightly faster. Damn. Fixed several exploit issues with zombie chase mechanics. Zombies are harder to kill with body and limb shots. Zombies now attack vehicles when they cannot reach the player. And resolved issue which stops zombies being cleaned up around the player logging in. Added system for transitioning zombies into aggressive pose after attacking. This prevents them entering into idle between attacks. And added system varied walking speeds. I like that they don't enter idle after attacks now. That's quite good. Beforehand they'd be hitting you and then they'd just stop and freeze. But now if they're hitting you, that's going to be good. So, sound effects. Lower screen volume. Music in game plays more often. Overall music volume raised slightly. And loudspeaker at the police station correctly stops playing after electrics are turned on. Animation improvements. 2 new zombie walk animations and improved existing animation transition. ARG fire animation improvements and Rouser fire improvements. VFX. We're nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Worn planks are now larger on window frames. Fixed broken tree chopping shader. And breaking and damaging effects added for all new barricades. Buggy explosion effect is now correct. And ragdolls now receive correct force from melee and guns. That's going to be awesome. Smacking a zombie in the head and watching him ragdoll everywhere. I can't wait for that shit. It's going to be so cool. And animations, they've pretty much improved all of the fire animations. They've got one for the R6804, pump action, double barrel, FRKS, Clinchester, Bateman, and Lola. So the only thing they've not done there is the I can't remember, the Rouser and the M1684, I think it's called, the new revolver. And props drops, added a new barbed wire trap that lays on the floor, slows down and damages players and AI, and added a new battery drill drop and barricade variants, including barbed wire, spike, and wall types. So, thank you for the continued support and continued issue suggesting and reporting. Below are some helpful links to anyone interested in the game. If you'd like to follow a little bit closer, please join the Discord. We're here and we're listening, which is amazing about this dev team. They do listen. They are active on their Discord. They chat a lot. So the links are down below in the description. You fancy following any of that stuff, make sure you go. Any suggestions you've got, definitely on the forum or in the Discord. They're always happy to listen and they take feedback. So make sure you check all that out. But for today, guys, that is it from me. We'll be back on Monday at 7, facing off 2 Horde Knights, possibly even 3. We'll see how we do. But that's it today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you again on Monday with some more Survive the Nights. Peace.